don't do that exercise, it's bad for you. I'm in the gym where there are lots of bad exercises according to the experts, and there's lots of good exercises according to the experts. Sadly, those experts often disagree. So how do you know what's a good or a bad exercise for you? And is there a system that you can follow that works out, should I do this exercise or not? And it's a really interesting thing to observe. There's probably no bad exercises, because even an exercise that you think would hurt you. So let's say I pick something up off the ground, I lift it above my head and I throw it. If I do that one time with no weight in my hand, it's probably, well, it won't hurt me unless I've got some seriously underlying challenge with my lower back. Is it possible that that exercise becomes dangerous or ineffective, or it will hurt me? And I say ineffective because if I'm injured, I can't do anything. If I do it at speed, or if I do it with too much weight, or if I do it over and over and over. So we get overuse injuries, we get momentum and shearing force injuries. But if I do something with a lightweight and only do it once, then it's probably not going to be a challenge. I can say, you know, I do this exercise on the floor over and over and over and over, and I share that with you because I have a serious back injury. I've perforated the disc in my lower back between L4 and 5 lumbar spine. And when I went to the sports physician, the question was asked, Rowie, have you been doing thousands of sit-ups every day? And of course the answer was yes, because I didn't know any better. And the result was that I've worn my disc away from over and over and over and over, and with the twist and with weight and with speed, I've screwed up my back. But if I do that one time, if I'm lying on the ground and I lift my body up like this one time, it's not going to hurt me. So it's not a dangerous exercise one time. It's probably not a dangerous exercise 20 times. But if I do it over and over and over and over with weight, with speed, overuse injury, it could become a dangerous exercise. But there's a really big question to be asked. Do you want to waste your time doing ineffective exercises? So it might not be unsafe, and it might not hurt you, and it might be a perfectly good movement to do one time and do it unweighted or without speed or without momentum. But the question surely has to be, is it an effective exercise? So if I go back to my sit-ups, of course I don't burn any fat when I'm doing this. People think that burning sensation is exploding fat cells, and of course it's not. It's just lactic acid pushing up against nerve endings, and I'm not burning fat off my abdominals by doing sit-ups, obviously. The weight's not very heavy, so I'm not going to get stronger. And a lot of people do sit-ups because they want to be able to see their ripped abdominals. They want to be able to see their abdominals, but we only see our abdominals when we've got low body fat percentage. So that exercise doesn't burn any fat and doesn't even make much bigger muscles because the load's not heavy enough. So it's a useless exercise. So it might not be dangerous in short bursts, but it doesn't do what I want it to do. And surely that's the most important question. What do I want from this exercise? What's the result that I want to get? Not everybody's doing it. Not social media influencers are telling me to do it. Not athletes and movie stars are doing it. But what do I want this exercise to do for me? And surely the answer to that question comes from learn your anatomy and physiology. If I want to be lean, if I want to be fit, if I want to be strong, if I want to have strong muscles and bones, ligaments, tendons and joints, and I want my whole body to be fit, lean and strong, then wouldn't I want to find that out for myself rather than relying on a social media influencer or even a coach or even a medical professional? We often get told by doctors or physios or osteopaths, or there's all sorts of allied health professionals that give us exercises to do. And they may or may not be good exercises, and I share that with you because there'll be two experts, supposed experts, that give you exercises to do, and one person says you should do this exercise, it's good for you, and the other expert says don't do that exercise, it's bad for you. So who do you believe? Which expert is telling you the truth? Well, how about we find out for ourselves? So rather than, well, that's okay to do that exercise because it won't hurt me, there's two things. What if it hurts you in the long term because you do it over and over and over and over, which is what happened with my sit-ups, with my crunches. But is it effective? Is it going to give me the results that I want? And if the answer is no, why would you do it? Because then you're wasting your time. And time is something we can't get back. And a lot of people have given up on an exercise program because they invested the time, they put the time into doing the exercises and they didn't work, so they've stopped. But here's the challenge. If you're weak, if you're unfit, if you're frail, if you've got weak ligaments, tendons, joints, muscles, bones, heart and lungs, endocrine system, central nervous system, digestive system, immune system, you become a sick, diseased human being. The only way to be a healthy, fit, strong human being is to make sure that you're overloading your muscles and bones, you're overloading your heart and lungs, you're making your central nervous system and your endocrine system work really hard to keep you alive and thriving. When all of that works together, then we get the result that we want. So if you're really fit and if you're really strong, then you'll have a body that works effectively. So you'll eat when you're hungry, stop eating when you're full, you'll have great hair, great skin, great nails, you won't get sick, and if you do get sick from some kind of bad luck thing, you'll recover really quickly because you've got an immune system that works. You'll have great self-esteem and self-confidence because you look good and feel good. There's a whole heap of reasons to be fit and strong. But if the exercise program's not working or if it hurts you, then of course you're not going to stick to it. So, as I always share with my exercise professionals at Max, there's only 3 things required to be a top-level exercise professional. Get people really fit, get people really strong, every part of their body fit and strong, every system, every part of their human body, and make sure that it fits in with their lifestyle. Because if it's too long, if it's boring, if it injures them, if it hurts them, if it doesn't work, they're obviously not going to do it, which means they're not going to get the result. So get people fit, get people strong, and make sure it fits in with their lifestyle. So if you're going to pick an exercise, should that be a great place to start? Is this the most effective way for me to get fit? Is this the most effective way for me to get strong? And does it fit in with my lifestyle so I can stick to it? Could that be important? So I always ask this question. Is it short so I don't get bored? Is it safe so I don't get injured? Does it work so I stick to it and get the results that I want? If the answer is no, why the hell would I do it? So you can listen to the experts, you can listen to the social media influencers, or you can learn your anatomy and physiology for yourself so that you understand how your own body works so you can actually live your life to the max. Super-duper-doo, how are you? Living my life to the max, healthy, fit and strong. Loving being in the gym because this is where I get healthy, fit and strong. Woo!